Give it to me straight!
Hey, Scoop here to give you the straight scoop on refrigeration. I know, it's exciting. Try to contain yourselves, my fellow learners. Refrigeration may not be as boring as it first seems once you know the science behind it. Yes, I said science. It all starts out with a little thing that our buddy Albert Einstein liked to call the second law of thermodynamics. Albert Einstein action figure. You ought to love this. Check it out. Physics. Now, before your eyes start to glaze over and you begin to have a chart of the periodic elements high school flashback, don't worry. I'm not going to go total egghead on you. We'll try to keep it user-friendly. The second law of thermodynamics simply states that when two things that are different temperatures touch or get near each other, the hot one cools down and the cool one warms up. So, simply put, if I fill one side of this bowl with ice cream, mint chocolate chip, and the other side with hot chili, then the ice cream immediately starts to warm up a bit, and the chili starts to cool down a bit, creating mint chocolate chili. Not bad, but not what we're going for. Eventually, the heat and the cool would even each other out, and I'd end up with a lukewarm, coolish, sloppy mess. However, if I wanted the cool side of the equation to prevail, which is what we want in refrigeration, then I would simply need to make sure that there was much more cool in my bowl. Now, because the cold ice cream in the bowl is greater in amount than the warm chili, the coldness will eventually transfer to the chili, giving you cold chili, which, let's face it, nobody likes, scientific though it may be. This is the second law of thermodynamics in a mint chocolate chip nutshell. A little simplified perhaps, but this is basically the essence of refrigeration. We want to surround the warm stuff with cold stuff, so the temperature will be transferred. Except in refrigeration, we use cold gas instead of ice cream to do the cooling. Not as tasty perhaps, but invariably less melty. The cold gas used is called ammonia gas. In old school refrigerators, it was Freon, which is a brand name for a gas called chlorofluorocarbon, nicknamed CFC, because let's face it, who's got time to say chlorofluorocarbon? But these days, we're using ammonia gas. Now, something awesome happens to ammonia gas, or any gas, when it gets compressed. As it expands, it gets colder, like this. The gas gets squeezed by a gizmo called a compressor. And don't ask me how you squeeze a gas, but believe me, the compressor knows how to do it. After the gas is compressed, it releases, and then the gas unwads itself or expands, and voila, it gets colder. Ah, the wonders of science. That now cold ammonia gas then gets shot through one of these thingies and travels throughout the back of the fridge and the freezer compartments. As it does, that frosty little gas transfers its frostiness to the air in the fridge, just like the ice cream did to the chili. But it also gets warmed up a little along the journey, just like the chili did to the ice cream, and it has to shoot back to the compressor and get re-squeezed or recompressed. When you set that little thermostat inside the fridge and the temperature hits the level of coolness you've set it to, the compressor clicks off. No more squeezy from the compressor, no more cold air flowing. But when the inside of the fridge gets warmer, like when you stick that warm leftover spaghetti in the fridge, or when the kids stand there with the fridge door open for half an hour and you shout, "Close the door, we're not refrigerating the whole neighborhood!" it clicks. The compressor kicks in and starts squeezing the gas and sending it through the system again. That's what you hear click on when the refrigerator starts running. It's the compressor doing its gas squeezing magic. Now, grasshopper, let us review. Ammonia gas gets squeezed, then expands, gets cold, runs through the fridge, transferring frostiness to the unfrosty air, returns to the compressor for a re-squeezing, and mint chocolate chili. Ugh. And that's the straight scoop on refrigeration. This is Scoop. Out.